So, last topic natin dito sa intermediate accounting 1, which is the depreciation. Nakikita na Excel file? Okay, so depreciation is the systematic allocation of the depreciable amount of an asset over its useful life. Okay. So pag sinabi nating depreciable amount plus, that is cost less the residual value or the estimated salvage value. Dito sa depreciation, mag-memorize kayo ng formulas because there are 5 methods of depreciation. So, dapat ito, class, is nakasama ito dun sa inyong index card. Okay? So, yung straight line method, no, ito yung madalas ginagamit. So, ang formula niya is depreciable amount over the estimated useful life. Okay, so yung cost, ibabawas natin doon yung estimated salvage value and then divide natin sa useful life. Yung SYD or sum of the year's digits method naman, okay, so kailangan natin computein yung SYD denominator. So that is equal to life times life plus 2 over 2. And then, i-multiply natin ito sa depreciable amount. Okay, so for example, the life of the asset is 5. Okay, so for example, the life of the asset is 5. So 5 plus 1 divided by 2, that is 3 times 5 is equal to 15. So yan yung denominator. So sa first year po na depreciation, ang fraction po natin is 5 over 15 times the depreciable amount. And then sa second year, 4 over 15 times depreciable amount, and then 3 over 15 times depreciable amount, 2 over 15 times depreciable amount, and 1 over 15 times depreciable amount. So kapag nakalimutan nyo class ang formula, okay, kapag nakalimutan nyo yung formula ng SYD, so pwede din naman yung 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is equals to 15. So, makukuha nyo pa rin yung SYD denominator. Okay? And then, sa double declining method naman, so, double declining, ibig sabihin 200% of the straight line method. So, 2 over life, and then, i-multiply po natin sa carrying amount. So, sa lahat po ng methods ng depreciation, yung double declining lang yung nag-i-ignore or nag-i-snub sa residual value. So, i-multiply natin siya sa carrying amount. Ignore the residual value. So, 2 over life multiplied by the carrying amount. Tapos, if 150%, okay, so, kapag 150% declining method, second letter L, so declining method, so ang formula niyan is 1.5 over life. So, ganun lang din siya. Nakuha? 1.5 over life. And then sa units of production method naman, so we get kukunin natin yung depreciation rate, that is depreciable amount over the estimated total units of output. Sa composite naman or group, so kaya siya tinawag na group method kasi pagsasamahin po natin lahat ng depreciation na nandun sa group na yon, no? Group of assets, pagsasamahin natin doon yung depreciation nila, and then yun yung annual depreciation na i-record natin. And then, kinukuha din doon is the composite life. So, pwede din tanungin sa inyo sa problem, what is the composite life of the group of assets? So, total depreciable amount over the total annual depreciation. Pag tinanong naman si composite rate, so total annual depreciation over the total cost. Okay, so try natin itong first problem. So, may solution na din, no? So, on October 1, 2021, Peace Corporation bought machinery under a contract that required a down payment of 50,000 plus 24 monthly payments of 25,000 each for total cash payments of 650,000. The cash equivalent price of the machinery was 550,000. The machinery has an estimated useful life of 5 years and estimated salvage value of 25,000. So Peace uses the straight line method. So Peace uses the straight line method of depreciation. So how much should Peace report in its 2021 profit or loss as depreciation for the machinery? Okay, so tinatanong sa atin is the depreciation expense on 2021. So una class, alamin niyo muna kung magkano yung cost ng machinery. So mabait yung problem, binigay na agad sa atin yung cash price equivalent which is 550,000. Less lang natin yung salvage value na 25,000 and then makukuha na natin yung depreciable amount. Then yung depreciable amount, divide nyo lang sa estimated useful life, you'll get the annual depreciation. So sa straight line method po, constant po yung depreciation natin every year. So 105,000. So dito, for 5 years. So to compute for the accumulated depreciation, so ando na yung word na accumulate. So pagsasamahin nyo lang yung mga total depreciation expense. So sa first year, 105,000. Sa second year, 210,000 na kasi 2 years nag-depreciate na yung asset. So, 2023, 315,000, 420,000 naman ng 2024, and 525,000 naman ng 2025. So, yung total accumulated depreciation plus sa last year is 525,000 which is equal to the depreciable amount. Yung 25,000 kasi class is matitira po yan at the end of the year. Yan po yung residual value or the salvage value. Okay. So, for question number 1, the answer is 105,000. So, pag sa depreciation, hindi nyo naman kailangan gumamit ng ganitong table. No? So, madali lang din siyang i-compute. So, sa SYD, okay, so Calories Company purchased an equipment for 540,000 on January 2, 2021. So the equipment has an estimated salvage value of 60,000 and an estimated useful life of 5 years. So the equipment is being depreciated using the SYD method. What is the carrying amount of the equipment on December 31, 2022? So makalipas daw ang 2 taon. Okay. So, to get the SYD, ito yung pinakita kong formula kanina, life times life plus 1 over 2. And then multiply natin to depreciable amount. Okay. For the first year depreciation, so kunin nyo muna yung depreciable amount, which is cost less salvage value. So 540,000 less 60,000. Depreciable amount po natin is 480,000. So sa first year depreciation, ang SYD rate natin is 5 over 15. Therefore, ang depreciation natin is 160,000. And then accumulated depreciation, of course, 160,000 pa lang. Ang carrying amount natin, that is cost 540,000 less the depreciation na 160,000. So, cost less depreciation. Accumulated depreciation. So, tinatanong sa atin is December 31, 2022. So, compute pa tayo ng depreciation, 480,000 depreciable amount multiplied by the SYD rate, which is 4 over 15. The depreciation is 128,000. And ang ating accumulated depreciation, we have 288,000. Okay, so therefore, ang carrying amount, 540,000 less accumulated depreciation na 288,000, we get 252,000. Nasundan? Nasundan ba?
Yes po.
Yes po.
So, sa double declining method, double, therefore 200%. So, kapag 150%, ibig sabihin 1.5 over the life. Okay. So, Dreamer Company purchased on October 1, 2021 an equipment for 800,000. The equipment had an estimated useful life of 8 years. Estimated salvage value was at 50,000 at the end of its useful life. The equipment is being depreciated using the double declining method. What is the depreciation expense? What is the depreciation to be charged against 2022 income? So, dito naman ang tinatanong si depreciation expense. Year 2022. Okay. So, kailangan natin kuhanin plus si DB rate, which is 2 over life. So, 2 over 8 years, that is 25%. So, constant po ang ating DB rate. Okay. So, sa first year, December 31, 2021, so gagamitin natin yung double declining rate, 25%, multiply by the carrying amount. So, kapag double declining, ignore natin si salvage value. Siya lang yung nag-i-ignore sa salvage value. So, 800,000. The depreciation po is 50,000. Accumulated depreciation, of course, 50,000. Bakit 50,000? 800,000 times 25%, magkano yan? 800,000 times 25% is 200,000. Pinili kasi natin yung machine, yung equipment ng October 1, 2021. So, mag-start tayo mag-depreciate ng October, November, December. Times 3 over 12, that the depreciation is 50,000. So, minultiply pa natin to 3 over 12. Okay. And then yung carrying amount natin plus, of course, that is cost less accumulated depreciation. Answer is 750,000. Second year, 25% ulit ang ating double declining rate times the carrying amount. So, 750,000 na po times 25%. So, buong taon natin siya depreciate from January 1 hanggang December 31. So, ang depreciation po natin is 187,500. So, this is the answer for number 3. Okay. So, sa double declining method class, maaaring hindi aabot ng 8 years yung kanyang depreciation. Kasi double declining. So, maaaring sa 5th, 6th year, wala nang value yung machinery mo. No? Kasi masyadong mataas po yung double declining method. Masyadong mataas yung chinya-charge natin na depreciation expense. Next, units of production. So, dito naman class, yung depreciable amount, i-divide natin sa output or input. Okay. So, on January 1, 2021, Myra Company acquired factory equipment with an estimated residual value of 20,000 for a total purchase cost of 100,000. So the equipment has an expected total output of 160,000 units and an expected total input of 40,000 hours. Okay, so binigay sa atin yung units produced. So ito yung output, 160,000, and yung manufacturing hours na 40,000. So sa cost accounting nagagamit nyo din ito. Okay, so compute for depreciation expense using the output method. So total depreciable amount over output lang naman or input. So sa output method, that is 80,000 na depreciable amount, that is 100,000 na cost ng equipment less the salvage value na 20,000, that is 80,000, over units produced, so 160,000. Therefore, ang ating output rate is, depreciation rate is 0.5. Sa input method naman, kung saan gagamitin daw natin si total input hours. So, 80,000 divided by 40,000 is equal to 2. So, yan yung ating depreciation rate. Okay, so using the output method, no? So sa December 31, 2021, so ang depreciation rate natin is 0.5. We will multiply na dun sa actual unit produced, 60,000. Okay, and then ang depreciation natin is 30,000 for the first year. Accumulated depreciation, of course, 30,000. Ang carrying amount natin is cost less accumulated depreciation, so 70,000. The second year, so 0.5 times 30,000 na actual output, we get the depreciation of 15,000. And then accumulated depreciation na is 45,000 kasi dalawang taon na nag-depreciate. Carrying amount natin is 55,000. December 31, 2023, 5% rate. So 45,000 for 2022. We get the depreciation po na 22,500. Accumulated depreciation is 67,500 and the carrying amount po na 32,500. Sa last year, okay, so 2023, 2021, okay, so last year, okay, so sa last year plus 2024, so ito yung rate natin, multiply by the actual output na 25,000, we'll get the depreciation expense na 12,500. Accumulated depreciation is 80,000, which is equal to the depreciable amount. And then carrying amount na lang po at the end is yung salvage value na 20,000. Okay? Nasundan? So, what if naman kapag input method? So, of course, gagamitin natin yung actual hours. So, ito yung actual hours natin. So, 16,000 times 2. Yan yung first year depreciation natin, 32,000. Accumulated depreciation, 32,000. And then, carrying amount natin is cost less accumulated depreciation. So, carrying amount is 68,000. So, year 2022, yung depreciation rate 2 times the actual hours na 8,000. The depreciation po for the second year is 16,000. Accumulated depreciation, so pag-add nyo lang yan, we'll get the carrying amount of 52,000. So, year 3, so 2 depreciation rate, 12,000. Actual hours, so ang depreciation po natin is 24,000. Ang accumulated depreciation natin for tatlong taon is 72,000. And then the carrying amount is 28,000. Sa last year, again, 2 times the 4,000 actual hours, we get the depreciation of 8,000 and accumulated depreciation for a total depreciable amount na 80,000 and carrying amount po na 20,000. So, pagdating naman class sa composite method or group method, okay, so dito pagsasamahin natin yung depreciation ng group of assets. The schedule of equipment owned by vitamin company is presented below. So ito given ito sa equipment 1, 2, 3 and their cost. Meron silang residual value tsaka estimated life. Okay. So vitamin company computes depreciation on the straight line method. Based on the information presented, what is the composite life of the asset? So pag tinatanong si composite life of assets, that is annual depreciation over the depreciable amount. So total depreciable amount over annual depreciation. So, kailangan nating malaman class magkano ang total depreciable amount tsaka annual depreciation. So, for equipment 1, 2, 3, ilalagay lang natin of course yung cost. Kunin natin depreciable amount, so ibawas lang natin yung residual value. So, 825 less 75,000, we get depreciable amount of 750. And then 300,000 for equipment 2 less 30,000 residual value, we get 270,000 depreciable amount. The equipment 3, 60,000 cost, wala daw siyang residual value. Therefore, ang depreciable amount niya is 60,000. So, kunin daw natin yung total depreciable amount which is 1,080,000. Then, kuhanin daw natin si annual depreciation. So, si annual depreciation is gagamit lang kayo ng straight line method. So, 750,000 divided by 20, that is 37,500. 270,000 divide by 15, 18,000. 60,000 divided by 5 years, that is 12,000. So, ang total annual depreciation natin is 67,500. Okay. So, pag tinanong sa inyo sa problem, how much is the annual depreciation? The answer is 67,500. So i-apply nyo lang din yung straight line method sa mga group of assets. So, compute for the composite life. So, depreciable amount over the annual depreciation, you'll get 16 years. So, kapag may decimal places, for example, for example, 15.5. So, titignan nyo sa choices kung merong 16 years or may 15.5 years. No? So, pwede nyo siyang i-round off. So, depende po dun sa choices na binigay sa problem. So, ito kasi eksaktong 16 years. Sa composite rate naman, so annual depreciation over cost. So, 67,500 over the total cost. So, the answer is 6%. Total cost. So, last problem. So, change in depreciation. So, ang change po sa depreciation method is change in accounting estimate. So, therefore, hindi natin pinapalitan from the start po yung depreciation, but rather, ang pinapalitan na lang natin is the current. Okay, so Faithful Company purchased an equipment on January 2, 2021 for 3 million. The equipment had an estimated useful life of 5 years. The company's policy is to depreciate the asset using the 200% declining balance in the first 2 years of the asset's life and then switch to the straight line method for the remaining useful life of the asset. So what is the accumulated depreciation as of December 31, 2023? So makalipas po ang 3 taon, magkano daw ang accumulated depreciation? Okay, so alamin muna natin tas magkano yung depreciation ng December 31, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Okay, so for 2021, gagamit daw tayo ng double declining method, 2021 and 2022. So that is 200% over life or 2 over life. Okay. So 3 million, so 2 over life, 5 years, so 2 over 5, that is 40%. So this is the rate or the double declining rate. So yung 3 million, so that is the carrying amount. Ignore kung merong binigay na residual value. So times 40%. So sa first year po, 1.2 million ang ating depreciation. And the carrying amount will be 1.8 million. The second year, so double declining pa rin. So 3 million less 1.2 million and then multiply to 40% na double declining rate. We'll get 720,000 na depreciation on 2022 and the carrying amount will be 1,080,000. On the third year, papalitan na po natin siya ng straight line method. So kukunin na natin magkano ba yung book value or the carrying amount of the asset on the third year. So, ang carrying amount na po niya is 1,080,000. Divide na natin. Apply na natin si straight line method over the remaining useful life na 3 years na lang. So, 1 million divided by 3 years, that is 360,000. So, sa ika-4th year at 5th year, 360,000 po yung depreciation. So, the answer for this one is 2,280,000. Pag-add nyo lang si total depreciation. Okay. May tanong ba, class? Isasend ko na lang ito sa GC. May tanong ba? May tanong?
Wala naman po, ma'am.
Wala. So, kung wala nang tanong, pa-on please ng camera. Last meeting pala natin ngayon, no? Tomorrow, wala nang magre-report sa CPAS. Okay, so pa-on please ng camera. One, two, three. So, 15 minutes bago yung exam, dapat nasa classroom na kayo, class. Okay. Okay, so okay na, class. Kung wala nang tanong, you may now leave the room. Thank you.